thing works. Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay, wonderful. Yay. All right, let's clear and ground the energies. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hello and welcome to Arcana Universe. This is going to be Cancer, August 2025 energy forecast reading. Let's get started. All right. As a friendly reminder, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed, but you will know if this is your story and which side you are on. All of my readings are timeless, so know that you found it at the perfect time. Feel free to check out the playlist portion of this channel for all of your readings from your tarot today, monthly, and yearly. Whether or not you are a Cancer sun, moon, rising, Venus, stellium, dealing with the Cancer, or if you just happen to be in here, there's no coincidence as I read energies. So labels aside, if you're in here resonating, you came to the right place. Okay, so let's do it. So the opening energy is coming in. So somebody here wants to be in some level of a partnership, but they feel like they're not being received. Things are feeling very like up in the air and they don't really know what to do. They understand that, you know, I see here somebody has been very used to being treated like somebody higher, like a higher in whether that is like social status or position or something like that. Somebody was treated very well in the past, and it had to do with the fact that somebody was very attractive, or there was some sort of like crush energy, or like they wanted to help because they felt like it could also benefit them. Like, and there's also very like toxic tension that I'm picking up. And so hello, faceless Jason. So what I'm seeing here is that somebody here is scared, they're worried, they're stressed because they feel like they can't do what they used to do. Like somebody here is catching on, they can't do what they used to do. It's no more. Because somebody here realized that either you show up with emotional care, attention, partnership energy, or it's not going to work. And before I hopped on here, I recorded a short and I haven't uploaded it yet, but I will next. But or like within the next 24 hours, because right now it's like anyways, you'll get it when you see it. But when I'm it's gonna look like this. But I was getting like similar energies. It's just like it's the one that's where I would go like it's a two-way street, not a one-way. Anyways, so I'm getting here. Somebody here was just so used to having it like a one-way street where it's just like they don't have to lift a finger, they can just do whatever they want and it'll be catered to them. But no, not anymore. Somebody, whoever was dealing with this energy was just like, no, it's a two-way street, it's a partnership. And if somebody here is just doing things for their own benefit, for their own selfish reasons and gain, then this connection is not going to progress further because it's not fair, it's not equal, it's not reciprocal. And I'm not talking about apple per apple, like, you know, people can show up in different ways, and but the main thing here is some lack of loyalty or the effort that is being put in. It's just like somebody here just wanted to be catered in some shape or form. So this energy that is struggling right now, they're very tight on money, and there's something about burdens needing to find financial stability, and there's a lot of sadness because there's a lot of uncertainties. Perhaps this energy used to be like taken care of, um, was looked out for, like that kind of energy through whoever they were connecting with. Like they were really taken care of. Okay. But as mentioned, due to somebody's like toxic behavior, sneaky ways, it's almost like they no longer have access to the kind of love, affection, being taken care of, etc. Okay. So yeah, at this time, somebody here feels like they've been caught, they've been revealed. Hello, Susanna wrote, "Hi, I love your video." Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by to say hello. So somebody here is just very upset because now they feel like they need to work. They need to work on themselves. They need to work on their finances, their stabilities, but they're in trouble because they have been so accustomed to doing things a certain way. It's really difficult for this energy to break out of their routine. And so, but I see here this person, they have a lot of examples or people around them that can be of resource, etc. And so if this energy decides to actually utilize their brain, efforts, hard work, I see here that it's they just need to stop with the whole handout business, okay? I know, Susanna, you have so like you have personal questions, but uh, I want the space to be for the messages, not less about like the personal stuff. And so it's Cancer tarot time, Cancer reading time. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So let's see here. But I feel like this energy, they're smart, they're resourceful. Okay. Aw, thank you, Susanna. Thank you. I hope everybody likes your video. That's your cue. Thumbs up. Aw, that is so sweet, Susanna. You're very sweet. So, so I see here somebody here is very smart. They have resources, and they even though they feel like they're at a very low place, etc. Especially when it comes to finances, like it feels very up in the air. But I do sense here that there is love. Okay, people doesn't want this came up again. Okay, they don't want to necessarily watch this energy suffer. Okay, it's not necessarily like that, but they also need to learn a lesson. Okay, they need to heal through their trauma, their toxic behaviors and all of that. It's like they need to address it, and somebody here is just tired of carrying the connection by themselves. And so this person is being inspired and motivated and triggered, okay, to work on themselves, to deal with their toxic behaviors and actually heal from it. Because I sense here there is love. Like this person, they can be very lovable. Okay, they have a tendency to attract people that wants to help them, cater to them, etc. But as mentioned earlier, there's something wrong here. There's something wrong. Like somebody here has this. It's like entitlement energy. Okay, it's an entitlement energy, and it's just one sided. And so this person needs to learn. They're given this space and time to learn this new behavior of not just thinking about their self, their own good. Okay, they need to be thoughtful and considerate about how other people feels within this connection. Okay, all right. Anything else? What? Anyways, so what I'm sensing here, somebody wants to know. They have a question. Okay, they're just like, oh, are they going to be able to keep the relationship or the connection that they used to be in, where everything felt like they were being catered to and it felt comfortable and easy and nice? No, no more. That's wrapped up. That's done with. Okay. Why? Well, somebody here needs to find their own independence and their own foundation. And two, they need to stop with the fake lies, pretending to be somebody they're not. So they're being forced to give that up. And it's up to this person to do that, okay? It's their own free will, okay? Susanna wrote, I like you better as subscribe as she is a fairy. Oh. Oops. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Oh, hello, Tanisa. Tanisa wrote, her new boo isn't having it. Yeah. It's I remember I remember, yeah. Yeah, I remember Tanisa. I remember that energy. That's funny. Okay, so somebody here is oh, Tony says what do you call it? She's a seasoned viewer, and so she's been, you know, staying on track with like the energies and stuff like that, and so it's nice to, or it's interesting to see it pop up, you know, in the energies. Okay, so but yeah, this energy that I was picking up that needs to work on themselves and let go of their. Oh, thank you, Tanisa wrote. They are always spot on. Oh, yeah. Thank you. So, yeah, so somebody here is just needing to work on their foundation, stability, uh, being more independent, and letting go of their mask of lying, deceitful ways, pretending to be somebody they're not just to get what they want. All of that is crashing down because God is like, no more. And this person, the reason why they're experiencing all of this, it's like they're learning a lesson through love or connections and losing those that cared about them. It's karma. This is karma. Okay, anything else? No, we're gonna move on. So we're gonna go ahead and do the spinny spin next. Okay, so by the time we finish the spinny spin portion, if we get 6 more likes, I will go ahead and do the all signs portion, okay, which is essentially 12 additional messages. All right, good luck. All right, hello, Toasty. All right, so let me just get all of these cards together before I start doing the spinny spin. But yes, you have until the end of this next reading portion to do 6 more likes on the video. Hello. Okay. All right, 1 and a 2 and a career. Okay, so somebody here wants to know more about their career, what's going to happen. Career messages. What do we need to know? Oh, thanks, Tanisa. What? Okay, and let's be mindful of our language, Susanna. Let's be mindful. Okay. Some people might not understand what you're trying to say. All right. So career. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right, so Susanna, what did we talk about? The languaging. The languaging, okay? Everybody is welcome here. Everybody is welcome here, whether you have differing religion, background, ethnicity, orientation, whichever. I don't care. Everybody's welcome here, okay? So let's be mindful, okay? All right. So, all right, Susanna. All right. No, you're being a bad, naughty. Okay, there you go. They've been acting up. They've been acting up. They come in all nice. They come in all nice. Anyways, so hopefully they'll learn. They'll learn. Okay. All right. So what I'm sensing here for the career message is that somebody here really needs to be focused and strict and strategic about how they're going to keep up their stability or gain more abundance and money into their life. I see here there's going to be somebody in this person's energy that is going to want to try to help them in some shape or form. It could be like a romantic partner or somebody there's history with, or somebody this person has somebody has a lot of love for this energy, etc. And they want to help. But the thing is, okay, this person needs to do it alone in a sense. So there's a limit to how much help one can give. One can't do all the work for this energy. Then we'll be back to square one, where it's just like they're being spoiled, they're just expecting everybody else to do their work. Again, then it'll be repeating cycles, going back to base one and not gaining any momentum or stability or growth within their goals in a sense. And so it's also giving like a heads up, whoever is dealing with this energy, there is some level of, you can be supportive, but in from a distance, okay. But so if somebody here is resonating, etc., and you know that that's not what you want, etc., then it's just like it's up to us to enforce it, to monitor it, and making sure that we too don't repeat cycles and be an enabler, okay? So it's talking about you can always, if there's like love here and etc., and there's still care, but you know that this person is toxic and is unhealthy for the other individual, etc., there's something to be said about, like good luck, best of luck from afar. Okay, there's something to be said about moral and emotional support from afar. Okay. Hello, Justin. Um, and I see here, I'm picking up on some level of like dependence, or there may be like kids or children involved, or people that has a lot of like nostalgic energy surrounding it. And so what I'm sensing here is that they're also going to be a motivator, okay? Like if this person was looking for motivation to up their game, level up, do the right thing, and put in the hard work and hours, I see here that they can draw that motivation and passion by thinking of their dependents. It's just like if somebody can't do it for themselves, at least do it for the ones that they love or that they care about. And so somebody here really needs to take ownership and be independent and be strategic. Okay, no more being in the back seat. Somebody here needs to actually be in the driver's seat and take reign of their life. Yeah, it's just keeps talking about independence. And the thing about when they do this, it's going to be so rewarding. They're actually going to be attracting people and connections that is going to really value their hard work and efforts. And so it's not going to be unnoticed, it's not going to go unnoticed, and it is also going to be very fulfilling for this individual as well. What is the advice? It keeps talking about stop being a phony, stop lying, stop like cheating your way into getting what you want. I'm getting strong lying energy. So somebody may lie about their history, their work history. But that is going to hinder success. Okay? If somebody here doesn't know how to do something, don't pretend like you know how to do it. Okay? Right, right. So, Toasty wrote, it's going to be hard for a person that has high functioning autism. So the thing about that, if we at least know if there are challenges, that can be addressed. Okay? All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being, open and honest about, your life, Toasty. And so the advice, okay, the message coming in, okay? Yeah, aw, 27, I'm a high functioning autism and I'm doing fine. Wonderful, wonderful. 27, as a matter of fact, I'm the enabler. Aw. But so the main thing is if whatever you feel like is your obstacle or the challenge that needs attention and help in, there are people who wants to help with exactly that. I mean, my channel is spiritual. Oh, right, Tanisa wrote was. Yeah, everybody's different. Everybody is going through a different part of their journey in life. But the main thing here is I hope whoever is dealing with any struggles or challenges that they're not alone. Okay, they're not alone. Everybody's going through something unique of their own, but they're not alone. Okay, and there's also people who dedicated their life to help people with specific needs. Okay, whichever needs it is, whether that is mental health. Or finances, or there's people who are professionals, like they dedicate, this is what they do for a living. Okay, so people who are going through things, it there is help out there. Okay, there is help. So, and also there's something to be said about repetition and consistency. And so that is also going to be helpful as well. Okay, it's going to be helpful. What also helps is being conscious of it. It's just like, but don't let it be your self-sabotaging and limiting beliefs. Okay, there's something to be said about like when we're born. Okay, when we're born, we're given, you know, certain attributes, certain gifts, talents, obstacles, situations, environments, parents, siblings, well, whatever it is. But we're given the cards, right? We're dealt the cards that we're given, and it's kind of like you don't have to stay in your situation. You can always pivot and head in a different trajectory of where we want to be, okay? We can at least head in that direction. Okay. So the advice about the career, just to wrap it up, what I'm seeing here is, yeah, somebody here really needs to stop like lying, and especially if they don't know how to do something, don't act like they're the expert, okay? Um, because it's just not gonna look good. It's not gonna look good. And there's something to be said about like resting and sleeping, okay? Somebody here is staying up too late. There's something about their sleep cycle is not helpful for productivity. Like it's it's actually hindering it. Okay, so if somebody here, they need to be a little bit clear. They need to be a little bit clear about setting time or scheduling or something like that, because they are not getting enough sleep. Okay, somebody here is not getting enough sleep. And just know that when you take care of yourself, you will have more energy and more drive and focus. Okay, so yeah. And I understand, not everybody has like a 9 to 5 or what have you, or they don't have a strict schedule per se. There's more flexibility, but there's got to be some level of order, okay? And it's going to be helpful because it's going to keep somebody on track. Because when it when there's too much of flexibility and not enough direction, somebody here has a tendency to just wander off, okay, and get distracted and then start going down into a spiral of why isn't anything working out? Like, it's just like if somebody here has a tendency to be a pessimist, it's just like every time there is a free moment, free time, quiet time to just relax, instead they just go back to victim mentality or like, self-pitying or sadness, focusing on the negatives is what I'm seeing here. So having some sort of schedule or setting aside time to do certain things that are helpful and beneficial and healthy for this individual is going to be good, okay? Having some sort of direction. Anything else? No, that's it. So I'm gonna count to six. I mean, not count to six. And we need 6 more likes. And I'm gonna count to 10. And so if we reach 6 more likes in the next 10 seconds, then we're going to do all signs. All right. Good luck. And then 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, so we did not meet the goal of 6 more likes, but I will leave you guys with one more spinning spin, okay? One more spinning spin. So what does the viewers at this time need to hear, whether they're listening in now or later on, as all of my readings are timeless? 1 and a 2 and a past. Okay, somebody here wants to know more about their past. past energies. Past energy, what wants to come up? So the past energies that I'm seeing here is that there was definitely some sort of like big ending where somebody got cut off. Okay, they got cut off. They didn't want to be a part of this connection anymore because they knew they deserved better. Okay, somebody here rejected the connection, or they didn't want to proceed with this connection anymore because, well, I definitely see some sort of betrayal, some sort of like lying energy, a dead end situation. And it's like instead of somebody picking themselves up and trying to work on the connection, they just gave up. They didn't put in the effort. Um, and and now somebody here is, I'm getting scattered energy. Is the visual I got was like a it's kind of, it's kind of gross actually. It's a little gross. It's disturbing. Okay, the imagery I got is like a dirty kitchen, like dishes like piling up and all of that, and everything's dirty. And then it's like somebody turns on the light and all the cockroaches are like, ah, they just scatter everywhere. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting. Okay, so what that tells me is that this person is like they're they've been caught. They can't go back to how things were. Like somebody here saw the damage that they have done, and it's just like we can't go back to how things used to be. And so now somebody here is panicking in a sense, panicking like the cockroaches, just like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? Like, and also they're pissed. They're a little pissed. They're just like, they had it all. They were able to get whatever they want. I'm also getting something about utilizing their sexuality and their good looks or attraction, or utilizing some sort of like utilizing the whoever is interested in them, and wrapping. I kept getting this, so it's like wrapping around somebody's finger, okay, and I'm also getting puppet energy. So somebody here felt like they got the strings and they're just playing and playing with others, but it's just like no more, no more. And so now somebody here is like struggling. There's a lot of like chaos. Um, and it was due to somebody's toxic behavior, taking things for granted. Aww. Taking somebody else for granted. It catches up, it catches up. We're all connected in a sense, through mind, body, and soul. And so if somebody is not, you can try to cover it up and all of that with, whatever it is, but it's you can't, you'll see it'll shine through, it'll shine through. But what I'm seeing here is, yeah, somebody had a very strong support system, a support, but they took it for granted. They felt like if they have one energy, one source, why not have multiple? Somebody here started getting greedy, started trying to play the field. um And again, it bit them, right? It bit them in the butt, so to speak. It caught up to them because now they're just very like stressed. They're not getting enough rest. There's a lot of like chaos, and there's something about waiting for, waiting to be reciprocated. Okay. Yeah, it just keeps talking about the same thing. How like somebody had a good thing, they jeopardized it, and somebody saw them for who they really were, and it's hard to go back. It's hard to go back once somebody here has seen somebody's true colors. Okay, what's the advice? So somebody here needs to realize that what's done is done. What's ended has ended. If they continue to try to build up this fantasy, what ifs, could haves, trying to wonder if this connection is going to revive again, etc. I'm getting here something about wasting their time. It's like somebody here, they do have some sort of like mental challenge, mental difficulties, in the sense that they have a tendency to repeat cycles and not address the situation. It's just like they don't acknowledge it. They just kind of see it as like a it's kind of like, okay, the example coming up is kind of like if you have a nail that got stuck on the tire, somebody here thought that, oh, a patch up work will suffice. But it turns out after further inspection that because the nail was at a certain angle, or like it was, it's not, uh, they were actually instead told they need to replace the entire tire because it wasn't suitable for patchwork. So it's kind of like that's like an example, and so you can apply that to whatever, or that kind of analogy to whichever. So somebody here thought that, oh, it's just a patch up work, no big deal. But no, they need the entire thing replaced, addressed, and start from fresh, new beginning, instead of trying to hold on to a tire that has a bunch of holes, can't be revived, can't be fixed. It can't. Okay? And so this person needs to heal and find and give themselves love. Like this person is so focused on finding love, gaining love, being shown and receiving love from others, that they have neglected themselves. They're not giving enough love and compassion and care for oneself. And so this experience, whatever has happened that was devastating in the past, where it just felt like things were ended, somebody here can't go back to how things were. Somebody here really needs to address not just the surface level, okay, but the deep underlying condition. And I see here somebody does have some sort of like mental challenges, and as mentioned earlier, there are professionals who are specialized to help with just that, whichever area of your life that you may be struggling with, or this energy may be struggling with, okay? Hello, BNS wrote, how you been? I just love, you look beautiful. Oh, thank you. Very kind, very kind. Thank you for being here, okay? So let's go ahead and continue on. Anything? I think we did. Let me see. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? I think we covered a lot. No, that is it. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. Okay, for those of you who need to watch this again to really have it ingrained on what needs to be worked on, what needs to be addressed, and like how past experience has shaped this energy into their current circumstances and who they are right now. It's That's not the end of the story, okay? This is a journey. This is life. And so if somebody is at this time going through something like this or dealing with somebody going through this, it's just we can only do so much, okay, for other people. At the end of the day, it does need to come from within, and somebody here needs to have this brand new kind of new beginning energy and mindset of like trying to start fresh without repeating toxic past behaviors, okay? All right. So thank you so much for being here. All right. And I'll catch you guys later. Feel free to check out the playlist portion until my next live stream or upload to hold you until the next one. But yeah, you'll find all of your timeless tarot todays, monthlies, and